Great to be with my great superintendent, to John Eastman, who is here on behalf of the New Orleans Police and Justice Foundation, to the council members, to classes 173. You guys are doing a great job. Y'all hang in there. And the new recruit class 174. I am really excited about that, but I do want to begin by acknowledging Commander Derek Frick, who was, as you know, shot the other night. I spent some time with him in the hospital as well. The New Orleans Police Department family and the family of the city of New Orleans rallied around him and his family. He's going to be safe, thank God, and hopefully soon he will be back on his feet, because he certainly wants to get back on the street as soon as possible. So our thoughts and our prayers go out to him, and we will continue to think about him as he recuperates. So we have another recruit class today. The #1 priority in the city of New Orleans is to make the city safe. And you do that a number of different ways. You do that by investing in the New Orleans Police Department, which we have done this year to the tune of another $10.5 million. As the chief said, this will be our 4th. We will graduate 4 recruit classes this year. This is a total of 7 as we work really aggressively to replenish our forces. The other thing that I'm really excited about as it relates to this particular class is diversity. As we try to implement the consent decree so that we have procedural justice reforms, one of the things we always talk about around America is making sure that the people of the city and a diverse group of individuals actually become members of the police department, because the police department is the community. And this is one of the most diverse classes that we've had, based on gender, based on race, and really diversity from all over the United States of America, as well as academic diversity. So congratulations to all of you guys. You're going to do a great job, and I'm looking forward to all of you joining the force. We also, as New Orleans opens up our arms to have help from around the country, we have 12 recruits who are joining us from around the United States of America, and this is becoming a pattern for us. We have recruits from California, Idaho, Illinois, Massachusetts, Minnesota, New Jersey, Ohio, among as 1 recruit from the international community. And so as we face the NOPD, our recruits are being held now to a new standard, joining the department that is well trained, a department that is housed in state-of-the-art facilities. Notice our new facilities at the 5th and the 7th district stations that have access to better equipment. We now have 520 body-worn cameras and 400 new cars in 3 years, plus another 50 cars coming in 2015. I will note for our local press that we're way ahead of departments in the rest of the nation about body cameras. We actually implemented it before the nation implemented their proposal. We think it's a good idea. We think it's going to save lives, and we think it's really important. This crew will also advance amongst the highest paid recruits in the state. As you know, the city of New Orleans gave a 15% pay raise for all NOPD officers, and you know what? They deserve it, because they have one of the toughest jobs. They're also our city's ambassadors, and they're our first responders in time of crisis, because these brave men and women risk their lives every day to serve our city, as is evidenced by the injuries of Commander Derek Frick. They will also be proud, the entire city should also be proud of and commend Class 174 that's standing behind us now. They're going to join the 30 recruits currently in class of 173, and these folks are going to graduate in 2015. Public safety is our #1 priority, as it always has been, and we're committed to ensuring that every neighborhood is safe. Now, for generations, violent crime has been chronic in the city of New Orleans. And even while overall crime is down this year in the city of New Orleans, if you are the victim of a crime, statistics don't matter. And recent upticks plaguing our neighborhoods continue to reinforce that we need to focus on safety. And it's now more important than ever to make sure that we invest in people, in training and equipment. And that's why in the 2016 budget, we've invested nearly $10.5 million new dollars in the NOPD. We're implementing Operation Relentless Pursuit. It's unprecedented and it's aggressive. And the point of it is to increase police presence on the street. We're going to do that by beefing up the Field Operations Bureau Task Force, NOPD reserve officers. We now have unlimited overtime. We have unprecedented partnerships with our local and state law enforcement and federal DEA, FBI, and ATF. And we are moving officers from Honda decks and onto the streets. We're going to improve police response times, because we have a beef-up alternative police response unit, an updated false alarm ordinance, building online police reporting system, and we're consolidating our 911 center. We're going to reduce crime across the city by continuing to be very aggressive with the multi-agency gang unit that has resulted in an unprecedented number of indictments and convictions for gang members. Our partnership with our federal law enforcement is important, smart deployment, and increased funding for our DNA analysis so that we can make sure that convictions stick. And then finally, we're going to continue to recruit aggressively. So as the chief noted, the best way to help make New Orleans safe is for more people to become New Orleans police officers. It's a great job, and you're going to be part of one of the best police departments in the country. So I'm reaching out again across the nation, and in this instance across the world, across the state, and across the city. If people want to help us fight crime, they can sign up because we're ready to go. We're going to attract new qualified candidates. Again, the pay raise is important. We've invested $500,000 in recruitment. We're going to double the new police recruit applications, and we've reduced the new applicant processing time by 33%. This is the way that everybody in the city is going to make the city of New Orleans safe. And that doesn't even talk about the reforms that we've made in the criminal justice system or the massive new investments that we've made in NORD and all of the other things that help stop crime from getting to our doorstep. So I want to encourage everybody in the city, all hands on deck, really important. We've turned this ship around, and the investments that we're making now are now being manifest physically in these individuals who have showed up to help make the city safe. So you guys, we thank you. We look forward to you. We know you're going to do a great job. And now I'd like to welcome John Eastman from the Police and Justice Foundation to the podium. John, thank you guys for y'all's investment.